The property market is moving up a gear, driven by the changing demographics. Today, we unravel the journey of a seasoned developer with projects along Mombasa Road, Lavington, and their latest venture, Lifestyle Heights, along Ruiru Kiambu Road.
We deliver on our projects, and that's what's been keeping us going.
On the Accessory Spot, we look at chic, modern, and classic kitchen fittings. We are fully loaded with updates from the sector and investment options you can put your money on.
Interesting times in the Rwandan property market because we are going through a phase that probably a more mature market like the Nairobi property market went through.
Sit back and let's enjoy the show. We love hearing from you. Let's talk on our social media handles. This is The Property Show. As always, there is something for everyone. We all look for opportunities for a piece of the real estate pie. Granted, it's never a walk in the park, but the first step in the right direction is finding a trusted developer whose track record is delivering their commitment, leaving nothing to chance. Lifestyle Estates is one such developer, tried and tested, with a number of high-quality, comfortable and affordable living solutions from Syokimau, Lavington, and the ongoing development in Ruiru Kiambu Road. This developer has an impressive track record. Let's have a look at their projects. We begin with Lifestyle Gardens, their first project located in Syokimau. This stunning development consists of 70 four-bedroom maisonettes in a perfect community setting with a combination of entertaining and comfortable living. The project is fully sold with residents enjoying the facilities. Another interesting project by this developer is Lifestyle Terraces. This gated community of 2 and 3 bedroom apartments is located on Mombasa Road. The detailed secluded interior courtyard with perfectly landscaped gardens and paved driveways enhance community living. I must say, what makes this project special is the location. Secondly, gated estate, ample parking, all this put together, it gives you a homely feel. And do I say, this project is fully sold. Still counting, the third development by Lifestyle Estate is an intimate project of 10 units of 5-bedroom townhouses located in the leafy suburbs of Lavington. This project offers exquisite and tasteful finishes in a serene, secure environment. Let's have a look.
Lifestyle Estates brings to you a luxurious and prestigious townhouses located in a serene, leafy suburb of Lavington area. This development consists of 10 units with splendid 5-bedroom townhouses comprising unmatched plinth area, all with a DSQ. It is located in Lavington area on Amboseli Drive off Gitanga Road. Accommodation features include spacious lounge is fitted with large windows which allow in natural light, and the walls add a pop of color in the space. From the lounge area, the dining area is spacious enough, fitted with wooden floors for warmth purposes. The kitchen is fitted with upper and lower cabinets sufficient for storage spaces, granite countertops and a hood to absorb soot while cooking. The kitchen area also leads to the pantry area for enough storage spaces. There is also a detached servant quarter that leads to a garden in the backyard. On your way to the upper floor is a well-designed wooden staircase that adds beauty to the home. The upper floor mainly consists of the bedrooms, all en suite with unique bathroom features and fitted cupboards. The developers have gone ahead to make this development unique by adding an attic floor that can be utilized as family room, gym, or an extra bedroom.
Unravel the journey of Lifestyle Estates from developing projects along Mombasa Road, Lavington, and now their latest venture, Lifestyle Heights, along Roiro Kiambu Road, our current location. Karibu sana on the show.
Thank you, Nancy.
Peter, give us an overview of Lifestyle Estate, where you've started, how the journey has been, and where we are today.
Remember, Nancy, we've been at this for 8 years. We started with you in Syokimau. In our first project, we called it Lifestyle Gardens. We had 70 units, mansions with all 4 bedrooms. We finished that project in 2 years and sold it. And we went to a second project, still in Syokimau, but this was nearer the road, because it's just behind the Gateway Mall, next to the airport road. We developed 280 apartments. They were very good because we learned a lot in the first project. Our finishings are superb. We improved from the customers' feedback, and we sold that project very fast. That project we are doing currently, we almost finished. We've got 10 units, and this is now for a different clientele because it's high-end. We have 10 units in Lavington, and we call them Lifestyle Signature. And lastly, we are here. We've got a big project. We are developing 472 units in the first 10 acres.
Let's talk about Lifestyle Heights. Why should one invest in this project?
Well, Lifestyle Heights, we've come with all the learnings we've had from all the projects we've done. We have been able to structure something that is very good for the family. This is a place for the family. And I think you've gone around, you've seen what we have. We've got a shopping center, we've got a playing ground for the youngsters, we've got a swimming pool, we've got adequate parkings for everyone who buys a unit here.
What about visitors? Do you have enough parkings for the visitors?
Yes, definitely. In all our developments, we leave about 30-40 parkings for visitors.
Let's talk about the security and access to these projects.
Well, access to Lifestyle Heights is the easiest you can get anywhere in Nairobi. We're only about 17 kilometers from the town center. We've got 3 ways or even 4 ways you can come here. You can use Kiambu Road and through Kirigiti and come here. You can use Kamiti Road, which I hear will be expanded very soon, or you can use the the thicker superhighway and get here. Access is very good. In fact, I'll tell you, coming from town, I take only 20 minutes to get to Lifestyle Heights. You've seen the road is tarmacked all the way, and you should not worry at all when you're coming to Lifestyle Heights.
Let's talk about water and security.
You know, one thing we've learned with all the development we've been doing is that water is one of the most critical issues people look for. In this development, we are getting water from Loiru water. They call themselves Rujuwasko or something like that. And from there, the water is permanent because, the water is always flowing. And then we have constructed an underground water tank that is about 20 million liters. And then we've got an overhead tank that takes water, to each and every house through gravity. On security, we've got an electric fence all around the development. We have a stone fence all around it. And then we will get security internally here to guard the place day and night. So for security and water, we're perfect. Let me add on the sewer line. In our last development, in Syokimau especially, and Mombasa Road, there is no sewer from the county council or from the city county. But here we have connected to the Roiro sewer that has just been constructed recently. When it comes to sewer, you are fully covered.
Peter, we know that the last 3 years have been difficult when it comes to developers. And a lot of developers are shying away. Then when I come here, I find on your phase 1, you're almost ready. You've done other very successful projects. How has that journey been, and what are the challenges you've been able to overcome along the way?
Nancy, it's been tough. That we all know, everyone who's in the real estate, and not only in real estate, in even other sectors of economy. Business is quite low. It's quite low also for us, but because of our track record, because of the people we have sold houses to in the past, they've been given a good one that we deliver on our projects. And that's what's been keeping us going. Let me tell you, most of our initial buyers, most of the buyers who bought in our last projects, some of them have followed us to this project. So we've got a number who have taken up units in this project. Then again, they have referred us to so many people. And whenever a new person comes and wants to ask and is not so sure that we will deliver, we always refer them to some of the people who have bought. And sure enough, like on a weekend, you'll find so many people visiting us. And a new person will not miss someone who will tell them that this is a good team and they will deliver, they will finish, and they will finish the house as well. We are lucky because of our past. We are lucky because of the way we do our business.
I can say your projects are very well thought through, and you build communities. Let's talk about Lifestyle Heights. What exactly are you selling here?
The way you said about our past record and what we're able to deliver, first, I didn't tell you that I've got a team, a dedicated team of consultants, from the architect, the engineers, and all the team are very keen on the houses and how we do them. On this project, we have a number of typologies, probably almost 7, can go to 7, depending on the client's tastes. But we have 3 major ones. We've got a family 2-bedroom, very good for a family that's starting up or single people. It is 81 square meters. It has a master en-suite. It has visitor's cloak room, and then the other bedroom, it's self-contained. And then it's got a big sitting room. Then we've got a 2-bedroom, a deluxe one, very spacious, which is 102 square meters. That one, we're selling it currently at 11.5 million. And then we've got a 3-bedroom, a deluxe one again.
This one?
Yeah, this is the one we are in. You've seen how spacious it is.
Basically, it has a lounge, dining area,
a cloak room, a visitor's cloak room, a very big kitchen, and
a pantry.
And then lastly, we've got a 3-bedroom, which is quite big, with a DSQ that is stuck at the far end, and that's normally is for probably it's for retirees because it's very good and very big. It's 153 square meters.
For people who are watching you and wondering they do not want to live here but they are investors, what would you tell an aspiring investor who wants to buy into lifestyle estate? What's the rental return? Do you have people to rent? Where are you on that?
From our last development, I'll tell you, we cater for the investor very well. But for this one, what I've seen is that this area is almost a virgin area as far as developments are concerned. There isn't a real nice place around here. This is the biggest nice place around here. And what I've seen, people have already started asking for residential length of units. And I think the smallest unit would go for about 50,000 because we have Tattoo City next door. Industries have started already moving in there. We've got a lot of schools around here. We've got Kenyatta University Hospital, it's already open. We've got all the other universities around here, and a lot of industries in the area of Ruiru. And all those people don't have anywhere to live and to rent houses. Again, we've seen people coming from the UN side, Rwanda and the UN side. They want to live this side because it's a better place to live in. And we tell them, come in September when we finish and you'll get a unit.
Congratulations once again and well done.
Thank you very much.
Indeed, every detail has been thought through at Lifestyle Estates. Later on, catch a real-life experience of living at Lifestyle Estates on our home ownership segment.
For security, we thought it's good to use a thumb entry when you're entering to the blocks. So we have improvised that system for thumb entry. We register everyone which is in one block. So you cannot come from another block and you access another block. From there, you can use stairs or lift. We have paranomic lifts, which is just very fast. And we'll have an office here at our apartments just to make sure that they are functional. They are just not dummy lifts. Then when you come to the main door of the house, we have done mahogany doors, which can be made rockery, nice finishing, and high-end quality. When you come to the main house, we have a cloakroom, we have a decoration just on to your right-hand side, where you can put your shoe rack, you can decorate with your monuments and pictures, all that. You come inside the house, you have the dining and sitting room and a balcony, front balcony. And go to the kitchen, we have a very good finishing kitchens. That is a hot point, that's a hot hob and oven, which we have provided for every home. When you go to the undersink, we have undersink heater, which you can use to heat your water in the kitchen, wash your dishes. When you go outside the bucket balcony, that's where you do your laundry. You can dry your clothes there, and also you can put your gas cylinder outside. At the kitchen, we have provided a top and bottom cabinets for your storage. Also, in addition to that, we have provided a pantry, which is spacious. Then we go to the bedroom. Bedroom 1 can fit 2 beds, and bedroom 2 also can fit 2 beds. Also, we have provided internet, TV areas, and when you go to the master, we have provided more than enough sockets to make your work easier. Here, to own a home, you just need 100,000 booking, and then we can plan over repayment. We have houses which will be ready by 2020, so we can give you until then to prorate your payment. Others, people come by looking for finance, so we can plan with other banks how you can get the finance. Others will come as cash buyers, that is they don't need any financial, they will get them time how to repay until the house is ready for occupation, and those are investors mostly.
say Lifestyle Estate ticks all the boxes. All amenities for a modern family are provided for, from landscape gardens, water supply, security, power backup, clubhouse, gym, swimming pool, as well as a commercial center and so much more. Next, the Accessory Spot.
The kitchen occupies a highly visible space in a home and might occasionally need a remodel for a fresh feel and an injection of style and personality. Select a color scheme. Dark accent walls with neutral colors are highly functional for the kitchen. You'll want to choose a color palette that expresses your personal style. Kitchen cabinets are the focal point of any kitchen and will set the tone for the look and feel of the entire space. Instead of replacing or refacing, transform worn-out cabinets by buffing and repainting for a beautifully handcrafted look. Add a coat of your favorite paint color for the finishing. Transform worn or damaged laminate countertops with innovative long-lasting marble or granite. Pay attention to details. You can also transform the kitchen cabinet hardware with a few coats of spray paint. They will look brand new. Also, take the time to replace damaged drawer handles.
Are you introducing a new product in the market? The Accessory Spot is the launching pad for new products. Just give us a ring and we'll be happy to give you a platform. We're taking a short break. Still ahead, a real-life experience of being part of the Lifestyle Estate community on the home ownership segment.
Everything is at ease because like something to do with water. We have boreholes around, so there is no day my taps are dry.
Updates on what's brewing in the real estate sector, as well as other investment options you can put your money on. Don't go away, we'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show. Next, conversations contributing to the real estate fabric. Have you booked your seat on our upcoming bus tour?
For the bus tour, I would encourage anyone within the area. If you're looking for property to invest in, if you're looking for land, definitely go for the bus tour. It opens up your mind. You have access to areas you hadn't thought about. And it's a great way in which to also meet financiers and other people who work within the industry so that you know what is available in terms of offers.
Well, this time round, you'll experience a 360-degree outlook of the sector, from viewing site and service landscapes with contemporary architectural designs, plus a team of professionals to jumpstart the journey, all the way to development ready for occupation, as well as expert insights from legal and financial professionals on board, making your home ownership journey seamless. See you there. Would you like to diversify your investment portfolio in the region? The East Africa commercial bloc is gaining momentum by the day. Let's get an expert snippet on how the Rwandan real estate sector is developing. Karibu sana on the show.
Thank you for having me, Nancy.
Give us an overview of the Rwandan market, and especially we consider ourselves a much mature market compared to Rwanda. So how do you see Rwanda growing?
Interesting times in the Rwandan property market because we are going through a phase that probably a more mature market like the Nairobi property market went through 5-10 years ago, and that is where projects have been tried and tested. We're going through shocks and getting out of those shocks. So it's a very interesting time to be in the market. Of specific interest is 2 or 3 areas. One, the office market. The office market where your typical corporate tenant now has a bit of choice, which was not necessarily the case 3-4 years ago. That's number one. Number two is the mind shift change from heavy reliance on the CBD for your work, your lifestyle, your business, to more of the commercial nodes that have started opening up, which is again something that the other mature markets went through. So again, that office market is kind of an area where supply is slowly meeting demand. Of specific interest in terms of opportunities is again 2 areas. One is retail, where there is still a huge gap by far, and then the second one is around residential and quality residential. We're seeing that the typical buyer, the typical tenant is becoming a bit more sophisticated, asking for nicer things.
More designing.
Yeah, more trendy, more trendy in terms of the workspace, more trendy in terms of where they live. So it's a very interesting time to be in the market, Nancy.
As an investors watching you, they would be asking, what opportunities would you think that are quick win if anybody wanted to invest in your market?
From a commercial perspective, it is retail. Retail is still a huge opportunity. Again, from a commercial perspective, industrial warehousing and the like, that's also still a huge opportunity. From a residential perspective, it's middle income housing. Obviously, there will be talk of the opportunities around affordable housing, but specifically middle income housing, still a huge opportunity. We have seen a very interesting trend over the last 2-3 years, and huge success around premium homes. Luxury residential properties having a huge success. One largely untapped area, Nancy, and for the sake of your viewers as well, is around serviced plots. It's still, there's hardly any player in that space, and that's a very untapped area.
And it's doing very well in Kenya. Site and service scheme plots is the next big thing.
Yes, I see that as something that would really have a quick turnaround, because especially the fact that the Kigali City Master Plan is well organized, our zoning guidelines are in place. We're undergoing a next phase of rethinking the master plan for the next 5 years, and that's coming with its own opportunities, especially in that area. It's
What about the ease of doing business in Rwanda? How quick can you get your paperwork done?
Well, again, of course, I like to say that's one of the areas where the public sector has really taken us in the private sector by surprise. It's one of the most embarrassing things to say that sometimes you find our government working more efficiently than us in the private sector. There are certain things that they are getting right and giving credit where it's due. If you can register your business within 6 hours, that is something to say, but to commend. But more specifically to the real estate cycle, by virtue of the fact that 1, you can get your planning approvals online, 2, that the checklist is very clear, both in terms of what you need to submit your detailed plans, what you need to get your approvals, but also it's just a click away to know that your land is zoned for this commercial, this type of residential is very helpful. And then once you have ticked the boxes required for your submission and you submit for your building plans, it takes a maximum of 30 days to get your approvals. So that is extremely impressive. Yeah.
Recently, the East Africa Property Investment Summit, a networking platform for the who is who in the region, gathered in Nairobi to discuss investment and development opportunities available across the region. Let's see how this went down.
This program is a private sector driven program. The capital is going to come from the private sector, the execution is going to come from the private sector. And what government is doing is talking to the private sector to find out what is it that we can do to incentivize you so that you are able to produce more of the affordable housing. So the notion that government is going to be building houses, that is not correct. These houses are going to be delivered by the private sector. That is why opportunities to talk and engage with them is always something that we take very, very, very well. We have a project implementation unit. Our project implementation unit, which is a government unit, we have actually invited the private sector. So KPDA sits in our PIU. We have got Ken Invest sits in our PIU, because we don't think as government we should design a program for the private sector without them being part of it. That is number one. Number two, they are already doing what we are asking them to do. There are already houses that are being built. The question is how can they build better, bigger scale, and faster, and more efficiently? That is what the role of government is. And that is what we get from this type of forums when we engage with them.
Specific to the question of affordable housing, there are obviously a number of questions to answer. The first being affordable to who? The second being separating the need from a want. People need to live in decent, affordable communities. People may want to own houses, and our approach separates that categorically. The other theme that runs through our investment, and I believe this is what will drive institutionalization within East Africa, we are deemed to be a very risky market by international investors. And therefore the challenge for us, as other investors in this market, is how do we de-risk and be able to attract this equity and debt capital from offshore. Yeah. On the affordable segment, in the next 5 years, we as Centum are looking to invest heavily in what we are calling affordable nodes. Not just affordable housing, but affordable nodes. When we talk of a node, we are talking of mixed-use developments anchored on affordable housing, but providing all amenities that would constitute a community. If you develop an estate of, say, 1,000 residential units, you are talking of an average 5,000 to 7,000 residents within that community. They will need retail amenities, they will need school amenities, so there is a proper case for mixed-use developments, but on this, in this case, anchored on affordable housing.
The Property News brings stories that are shaping the real estate sector. We have our ears on the ground and eyes on everything brewing in the market. For your upcoming event, book a slot with us. Next, real-life experience of those living at lifestyle estates, the home ownership segment.
Home ownership journey, because when I used to work to South Sudan, when I come back Kenya, I used to go to my mom's place. So with time, I was becoming more uncomfortable. So I decided I should take some of my saving and buy a house. I had friends who were already working in the real estate. So I contacted one person, and he showed me some houses which I was not interested. I contacted another person who is called Peter, who was the sales manager for Lifestyle. He told me there was a project around Syokimau. I should visit him and see how they are going on. So I decided to pay him a visit, and whatever I came and saw, it was above my expectations. It took almost like 3 months only, yeah. Because when I came to Lifestyle, I saw the guy. He told me there is options of payments, and he took me all around the process, which is so much of assistance. They were flexible. Actually, for me, I didn't look for as a mortgage because I had some savings from South Sudan. So I had an option of paying in 3 installments, and they gave me the offer. So for me, I think it was a nice deal because it was not pressurizing me anyhow. I had a lawyer who also guided me through the whole process. This is my 4th year living in Lifestyle Estate, and my experience here is that everything is at ease because like something to do with water. We have boreholes around, so there is no day my taps are dry. Okay, and water is the basic. It's like a fundamental issue when it comes to household matters. So, and when it comes to garbage collections, everything is super. They do their job in time. If you have any complaint, you just put it on your WhatsApp group. Then the manager, he just acts in time. For now, I'm comfortable with that what I have, but okay, I'm still thinking of having a family, so I still have expectations, you know. What I can advise people who are looking to the real estate is that start saving early. Also, look for the things you love, okay? The house quality you want, the spacious rooms you want, and then go for the deal. But also involve your lawyer in every step you take.
When initially I got to know about the property is through an advertisement, I noticed and we came all the way around to check and have a look at it. The concept was really good and I liked it, and that's how I got into it. The sales team which was around really helped us, and it was about 6 to 7 years back. It's been really good because it's a really peaceful and a calm area. Security-wise is also good, and that's why I've stayed for long in this area. When we bought the house, we got into a really good relationship with the client, which is Lifestyle Properties. And when they moved on to our second project, they also gave me work there, which we were working with them on that project. And since we are there, we said, let's build a business relationship. So he said, I'll give you work as well. We worked with them, and again, I invested with them as well. When I actually bought the house in Lifestyle Terraces, I got it at about 6.5 M. And currently being sold at about 8 plus. They are not that difficult to deal with. They are flexible, plus they have banks which are working with them and they help in financing as well. We didn't encounter any challenges. It was really good working with them, and it was an easy process. It's a good investment and it gives you good returns. Real estate is a good investment, and you should consider putting your money in it.
There was a big billboard they directed on Mombasa Road. I think it was somewhere around General Motors. And I think that's where they'd given their details and contacts, and that is how my journey started. But otherwise, I didn't know about Lifestyle before. But by the time they were doing that, I think they were on phase 2. They had already done phase 1. So when I came in, I found they've already finished phase 1. I was comfortable to deal with them because I already knew that there were already people living in it. I wanted my family to be comfortable, and because I'm in the airline industry, it's much more closer to Jomo Kenyatta, and it's also close to the SGR. So those are the key things that I looked The team were available because they had a permanent office in this facility. So I could just pop in, I could call. Yeah, and then I also involved the legal, they had a legal team that was dealing with their legal team, and I don't think it was much of a problem. Of course, financing is always a challenge. There's nobody who has enough money. So definitely had to go in for a bank loan, and the bank supported me up to 50%. And because it was off-plan and the project was running, I think, for about 2 years, and I also committed to avail some money out of my own personal salary savings to be able to. So I still have a loan with the Barclays running, I think, for the next 4 years. Yeah, I've been living here from 2016. From 2016, we haven't had any challenges apart from the normal estate issues, which are a bit more personal, but not with the lifestyle. No, my advice on the people who are trying to, especially the young, medium earning income people, they should do a lot of financial consulting so they don't run into a lot of financial debt. You really have to calculate what your income is, and if you're going for any financial aid, it's a mortgage, you must be able to calculate your finances, or else you might find yourself running into more financial problems.
Let me say thank you to homeowners who allow us into their spaces and share their home ownership stories. You too could share your experiences on this platform. Just give us a call and I'll be at your doorstep. Up next, the property gallery with other investment options you can put your money on.
Bandari Apartments Phase 2 is located 5 kilometers southeast of Nairobi city centre, just 10 minutes drive. The estate is accessible from Mombasa Road through South Park Road between Next Gen Mall and Eka Hotel. Its proximity to the southern bypass means Bandari Apartments can be accessed using either private or public means of transport. The development will comprise of 3 blocks of 198 3-bedroom units. The apartments come in 2 sizes, middle units of 168 square meters, while the corner apartments have size of 171 square meters. Bandari Apartments offer the privacy of community living with high-level security. Nearby amenities such as malls, religious centers, and numerous schools like Bellevue High School makes living here hassle-free. Accommodation features include spacious lounge cum dining opening to the balcony, open-plan kitchen fitted with MDF high and low-level cabinets and granite worktop, pantry, laundry area, visitor's cloakroom. All bedrooms are en-suite and fitted with MDF wardrobes, en-suite domestic staff quarter. Salient features include perimeter wall, cabro-paved driveways, ample parking, 2 high-speed lifts, common areas power backup, landscaping, children's play area, underground and overhead storage water tanks, internet and MATV connectivity, main and borehole water supply, and solar water heating. The price for these 3-bedroom apartments is 15 million Kenya shillings. And if you're buying for investment, the rental income is from 90,000 Kenya shillings per month. Pinewood Estate consists of 3-bedroom, all en-suite bungalows which are designed with the modern-day utilities that perfectly fit your family's needs. This development is located just opposite the new Rain Hotel, a few kilometers from the Thika Superhighway along Kenyatta Road. Accommodation features include spacious lounge leading to the kitchen area, separate spacious dining area, American open-plan kitchen fitted with cabinets for storage purposes, visitor's cloakroom, en-suite bedrooms fitted with inbuilt closets that provide sufficient storage, large windows to allow in light, also giving a beautiful overview of the area and are fitted with grills for security purposes. Salient features include perimeter wall with electric fence which provides tight security in the area, 24/7 manned gate, live fences to separate the houses and also to add beauty in the estate, boreholes to ensure provision of water on each estate, entry porch in front of the house adding beauty to your home, spacious garage or parking, septic tank, water tanks for sufficient storage of water, cabro-paved pathways, children play area. Savannah Park Rongai is located in the outskirts of Ongata Rongai town, which is one of the satellite towns 10 kilometers northwest of Nairobi city. The property is near the road linking Ongata Rongai, Nazarene University and the new SGR station. The road from the SGR to Savannah Park is graded to Maram standard and is just a 5-minute drive to the entrance gate. Savannah Park Rongai has 200 plots located 1 kilometer from the new Rongai Kiserian SGR railway station and 3 kilometers from Nazarene University. The plots are suitable for residential homes due to the close proximity to the famous Vrimpa Conservancy. They also offer a beautiful view of Gong Hills. The plots are fully serviced with piped water, a borehole and electricity on site. Each individual plot is fenced after payment is complete. Savannah Park Rongai also has 4G coverage. The developer of Savannah Park had planted eucalyptus trees which have now matured. The site and service land scheme also has a plan of 3 and 4 bedroom maisonets with a team of professionals to help jumpstart your home ownership journey. This comes at a separate fee.
Have you seen anything worth considering today? At First Avenue, we have this and other investment options you can put your money on, and we'll be delighted to arrange for viewing too. Just visit our offices and let's begin the journey together. Thank you for watching the Property Show. I must say, buying a home is one of the most solid investments one can make in a lifetime, and a good developer is your most important partner. Before signing off and making any commitments, please verify the developer's previous projects, financial grip, and integrity. Thank you for your feedback and keep them coming on our social media handles. See you next week. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.